Hello everyone, today we're going to review some high-level 2v2 gameplay. As you can see, me and my opponent were both Conqueror. He's Conqueror, or my teammate, sorry, is Conqueror 1 and I'm Conqueror 3. And both our opponents are Conqueror 3 in teams. And I believe they're Conqueror solo players as well. So we should be in for a good game here. Now, it's Ayubids and Mongols versus Jushi and Jeanne d'Arc. And so both very, very strong civs right now. I say Jushi and Jean are pretty much up there as far as the best civs in the game, at least right now, at least in my opinion. So take that for what you will. And, our main goal at this point in the game is to keep Jeanne d'Arc down as much as possible. So we do want to focus her because if she's having to defend, it means that she's not harassing us, which is what Knight Civs generally excel at. So that's pretty much the focus. I believe this game, my teammate, he does go with the Spearman Rush into a tower. And then I go into the Ayubid Fast Castle build, which I will release a video later on because it is becoming quite popular and it is quite strong, especially against Jeanne d'Arc. Okay, so starting off here again, so I'm going up with reinforcement because again I want to put as much pressure on Jeanne as possible, and once she gets out that knight, I can have my Desert Raider to help fight that knight. And then from here, I will go up to castle. My teammate is getting gold, so he can go up to feudal. And so, again, like decent players, right? We have him off gold, but he does the correct thing, and he doesn't keep his knight in his base, right? He's active with his knight, so he actually goes and stops, or delays, I should say, yellow's age up. His gold is basically in Narnia, so it is quite unfortunate. But he does lose a Vil here, which causes him to not have enough gold for the age up, unfortunately. So, as we can see here, he is 2 gold short, and that 7 gold on that villager would have helped. And so, what I want to do is I wanted to make sure that nothing funny was going on over this side, and so then I bring my Desert Raider back just in case I was worried about this knight heading to my gold potentially. And unfortunately we can't go into caster mode, and he loses his, he almost loses his scout. And yeah, so right now we have him off his gold. He is gone onto a new gold, but this is very good for us because it is forward. I make sure to protect my teammate's gold. He gets enough gold to age up. He does lose that knight there to this tower, so that is quite good. We've delayed his knight production, and he lost his knight. So we do now know that he's at the front, and I just hit castle. I went again the fast castle build, and I'm going into a stables with camel lancers. Okay, I have my 2 Desert Raiders out from earlier, and my first camel lancer is coming out. So we do want to target this position as much as possible. And if we have a look at the income per minute, you can see even though I fast castled, I'm not really sacrificing too much on income. I still have very good food per minute because I got a decent amount of sheep. And right now it's just about harassing and putting pressure on the French, because again, as long as these units stay here instead of going on to our side of the map, that's good for us. So yeah, now I'm just posturing. Right, I do think about towering my gold, but I never feel like I'm under any pressure. So, and wood is very sparse with this build, and then I go into Gulams. So camel lancers and Gulams, and my ally has a lot of spears. So we're getting ready to break this position. His teammate is out of position. I feel like if his teammate was here, we wouldn't have been able to necessarily break this, but we do head in, and he does just evacuate the situation. We kill the tower because we're not catching those villagers, and he actually is now off gold again. He loses another villager, and there's no point in me diving that because his units are there, and we're fighting over here. So again, I just want to keep posturing. I want to keep my eyes on what he's doing. I want to keep him in his base. I want to protect this tower and see what damage I can find. Luckily, he moves out here, I get another Vil, which is very nice, and I take minimal damage because these are beefy boys. In the meantime, I've added on more production with Gulams because I don't want to invest too heavily in the camels because it's easy for them to switch into spears, and I get lucky with this timing and get another Vil, which is very nice, and get another couple of Vils, get another 3 Vils there, and chase around more of his Vils. So he's very idled. He's running his Vils around. We're killing Orange's units in the center. So he loses even more Vils here, and can start to slow us down. So he does do the correct response, which is archers against desert raiders, but archers don't do anything really against camel lancers. So I feel like if he went more spears here, he would have been in a better position. He is trying to get the relics, sneaky boy, and we're gonna go kill him. Now, I'm not underestimating the tankiness of these guys, so just let them go. If it was a regular monk, then sure. But I want to kill that, and now, right, he's still in feudal, so I'm castle. And my allies here as well, so we go and chase these units, kill 2 archers, 3 archers. And at this point, because his ally is out of position, his ally is not in his base protecting him, we can just straight up dive. So even though we don't get a lot of villager kills here, right, we get 1, there's maybe 2, 3. The point is that he has 15 of his villagers, and how much of that is his eco? Yeah, so he has 15 out of 25 villagers idled, right? And so we just do, again, so much damage, and there's no point, again, fighting under the TC, fighting against, his army, so it's now just time to back out. You don't want to be in a situation where you overcommit, you throw your army away when you're not really achieving much. So I split off my army, and I want to go harass my camels, and I want to use my Gulams to stay around here to attack his other resources. And it actually works out quite well if I do say so myself. So he's going to kind of use these spears to hold off the knights and get the army around, and I'm coming in here with a sneaky Gulam attack. Meanwhile, producing units back home, I've added on an archery range. We'll need to go to a new gold and get another Vil, and more importantly, he's off gold again, right? And yeah, so I get 5 Vils there, which is absolutely fantastic. I make him idle more. Once I see that his army shows up again, well, actually, do I throw these units away? Yeah, I guess I just said, screw it. I'm gonna throw these units. Oh, no, I'm coming back out. Meanwhile, I'm reinforcing to the front, and I have these camels that are about to raid his wood line. So, all over the map right now, which is fantastic, and I feel like you do have to play against, quite aggressive against JD in general, just to keep them behind. And now it's my ally's turn to come in and get some hits off. So from here, I send my main army, and I want to keep hitting him while running these units around. And we want to just, he's trying to go up with that second TC because he knows he has to get back in the game, but he really needs his teammate here. And we just set up a fight right here in his base. Again, his ally's not here to help him. His ally is just chasing around this one Keshik. And kill Jeanne d'Arc, kill pretty much the rest of his army, any villagers that are fighting, and keeping my camels alive, which is fantastic. So we're playing really aggressive, right? We had the tower rush, which was great. My teammate was great at doing that, and he starts to try to run his Vils away. And so if you didn't know, the Vils always pop out at the top right of the TC. So if you position your units at the top right, when the villagers pop out, you can just kill them all, right? And he does a little harass here, but I think I go over to the steer with a tower. Yes, there we go. And just continuing to build units when I can, when I remember at least, like I have more than enough resources. And you can see my income per minute, even though I've been fully aggressive, is still very, very good. I mean, he has a knight back there, which is good. He's harassing. But I'm just burning this down. Have my reinforcements clean that up. And once I burn this down, I believe he GG's. He does use that knight to harass, which is kind of annoying, but I just send a Desert Raider after him. Because he's still in feudal. And this is the other thing, is my teammate doesn't go castle, which is good, because he needs to keep producing units. You know, we're even right now on tech, and you can see that all the vills came out of the top right. I unfortunately couldn't collapse them in, but killed the TC, so he can't garrison anymore. Killing more vills. And even though he cleans up my army here, like, this is a very, very good situation, right? We know green doesn't have a lot of vills. And this is, you know, a lot of ranged units, so I could make the horseman switch if I wanted to. And instead they tap out, right? He was just getting his granary set up, but yeah, I feel like if you just play quite aggressive against Jeanne d'Arc, or your teammate does, and you as Ayubids or any, you know, strong castle civ, you can just go castle for free and very quickly, then it can work out really well. But yeah, that was our game. If I pull it up again, where is it? Here, Dry Arabia. So yeah, again, against 2 Conqueror 3s. If you know, you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and leave any comments down below if you have any questions or anything. And we will see you in the next one.